There are some lessons to be learned from wounded warriors. A special program called Tempered Steel is now on a mission to tell the stories behind the scars.
Yeah, Tempered Steel wants to help improve the lives of the soldiers, also bring awareness and acceptance in our communities. And joining us today is Gunnery Sergeant Tony Lino with his survival story. Tony, welcome.
Thanks, it's an honor.
What is your story? I understand that you've been to Afghanistan and Iraq, and you have several injuries because we said that you are a Hurt Locker guy. You're one of those guys who goes in and you disable bombs and IEDs, put on the big suit.
Yeah, it's called EOD, Explosive Ordnance Disposal, and essentially, you know, that's one of our that's a small piece of our technology pie. So basically, you know, we do that, IEDs, dismantle IEDs, you know, nuclear bombs, anything that explodes, we disarm it. So.
And what happened? Tell us what happened that led you to this program eventually.
Well, initially I was involved with Iraq Star with Maggie Lockridge and Michaela Bensko, and Michaela kind of did an off project along with one of the Wounded Warrior guys that she knew and his mother, and eventually that led to Tempered Steel. So, you know, like I always say, they've done so much for me with Iraq Star that I'll do anything that they ask. You know, they're just wonderful people.
You've had some pretty serious injuries from your work. What were your injuries? Can you talk about that?
Well, I was blind for a couple of weeks in both eyes. Then one eye regained vision, the other one still blind, deaf in 1 year. Basically, there's something wrong with one part of my body in every way. So my leg, you know, was almost severed. They had to do a limb salvage on my arm and hand. Deaf in 1 year, blind in one eye, so, you know, I guess it's kind of substantial, but, you know, it's programs like this that really help out because, you know, it kind of gives you that confidence, and it's good knowing that other people care, you know.
And as part of the program, we were saying that you actually go out and you talk to schools as part of what you do. You were at one today. This was the first time you've been out.
Yeah, this was the
How
first
did it go?
time.
Where'd you go and what'd you do?
We went to Hespe School in Encino and talked to the fourth graders there, and, you know, we just talked about Tempered Steel and kind of let them know a little bit more about the military. And surprisingly, you know, they blew me away. I've never, I know I wasn't that smart when I was in fourth grade.
You know what? We sent one of our photographers out to the school to get some video of you today. So let's take a look at that and see you in action, your first appearance.
When you go down in the water and disable the mines, how do you do it? You set something up to it to blow it up and then go away?
So it's actually really cool. For underwater mines, there's we have trained dolphins that we use too, and we put cameras on their fins, and then the dolphins are trained, not by us, but they're trained by people to go underneath boats or to go out and just run around, you know, or swim around in an area, and then we can just sit back and see what they see.
Pretty fascinating, and congratulations on your first appearance there in front of the youngsters. What do they want to know? What are they curious about? Is it some of the technical little things that they were asking there in that question there about underwater?
Yeah, they were mostly like the technology, you know, and it was an array of questions. I was very surprised at the things that they knew. You know, they know what OIF is, they know what OEF is, they know what an IED is. You know, most adults don't know half of that stuff. When I talk to people in general, they don't know half of the things that those kids know right now. And that's why I was saying that there's just no way I knew that much when I was in fourth grade.
You know, bright kids, but on the other hand, it's a sad state of affairs that they have to know that.
Yeah, it is, unfortunately, but at the same time, you know, they know what's going on. They know their current events, you know, and, you know, obviously that's thanks to the media, you know, putting everything in the kids and everyone's lap, you know, and the parents that are that involved, that are willing to share things like that with their kids. Yeah. So.
And Tony, when you go out and you speak to the children in other community groups, this isn't just about what's going on in Iraq and Afghanistan. It's also teaching the children that it's okay to be different, that everybody has their own challenges, and you've sort of overcome yours already.
Right. I tried to incorporate that into my talk with them, you know, the different, the three reasons that I got over this, three things that helped me and how they could help them in their normal lives, you know, and anything that they do, whether it's sports, academics, anything that they want to do, you know, all those things can be incorporated in, you know, perseverance, confidence, and overcoming adversity. You know, those are things that everyone can incorporate into their lives, and, that's what helped me get over my injuries and the issues that I had. So.
Well, we thank you for what you did. You're a real story of inspiration.
It's my pleasure.
And thank you for being with us.
Yeah, thank you.
For more information on the Tempered Steel program or to request a speaker at your school or your community meeting, you can just go to our website, kcal9.com, click on Scene on TV, and we'll take you where you need to go there.
All right. Gunnery
Thanks again.
Sergeant Tony Lino, thank you very
Thanks
much.
again.
Thank you.